We got action in the transfer portal. Auburn landed the top receiver in that thing. Eric Singleton from Georgia Tech taking his talents out to the Plains. What does it mean for Auburn? What does it mean for the offense? What does it mean for A1 Jackson Arnold? And what does it mean for Eric Singleton in terms of how he fits in this offense? We'll talk about all that right now, right here on the Hard Count. First things first, though, make sure you're subscribed. Auburn fans had a lot of y'all get dialed in over the course of this last season. Get dialed in because it's going to be a fun, I believe, transfer portal cycle here as we finish out. It'll be a fun, I have to imagine, next portal cycle, knowing who Hugh Freeze is. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't want y'all missing anything on this platform that is the On3 YouTube channel. So what I just said, man, the top wide receiver in the transfer portal, Eric Singleton, top offensive player in the transfer portal that's not a quarterback, Eric Singleton from Georgia Tech. What is Auburn getting in Eric Singleton? To put it simply, getting a dude. I mean, he's electric in space. You could argue he was the best offensive weapon for Georgia Tech a season ago. He's going to be a guy you can do a lot of things within the confines of this offense. He's someone I think you can move around. He's someone I think it's just like, hey, first team all, get him the football with Eric Singleton. Now, as you zoom out and you look at the just context of what this offense is and who else is on this offense, A1 Cam Coleman, A1 Malcolm Simmons. Like, you got some young bucks at wide receiver now. And with Keandre Lambert-Smith departing to the NFL, I love the fact that you're going after another known commodity to ultimately, you would imagine, help propel this room, propel this offense forward. Now, zoom out even further. What does it mean for their prospects in 2025? To me, this move just speaks directly to Jackson Arnold and say, hey, brother, we're going to get you everything you need. Whatever you need offensively, we're going to make sure we have playmakers for you. It's going to fall on you to execute this system effectively. Like, to me, this is Hugh Freeze saying, if you execute, we score. If we score, we should have a pretty good chance to win should the defense look how it looked a season ago. Like, I know it's not popular to say that Auburn wasn't that far off last year because, like, the year is what it is. You miss a bowl game. You have a step back from what year one was. Like, people are upset. That's totally fair to say. But when you look at what happened last year from a numbers perspective, the points per game wasn't there. The yards per play was. Now, you don't get credit for yards per play, but I think we can read between the lines a little bit here and say if that turnover bug doesn't bite Peyton Thorne in the offense the way that it did last year, I don't know if Auburn's like a 10-win football team, but I think they make a bowl game at the very least. So if Jackson Arnold can get the football to guys like Eric Singleton on time, in rhythm, within the design of Hugh Freeze's system, good things are going to happen. And I'm not trying to pitch you some copium here or try and pander to a fan base. I'm just telling you, Eric Singleton, what he can be for this offense, paired next to Cam Coleman, like, good things I think are very much so attainable for this offense is the most, I think, fair way to put it. Now, within landing an Eric Singleton via the portal, I think if you're not an Auburn fan, or maybe you're just a 30,000-foot view of the college football landscape, you say, well, Auburn got worse from year one to year two from a wins-losses perspective. Why is Auburn able to have success when it comes to acquiring talent? I mean, top 10 class, landing one of the more premier quarterbacks via the portal. Landon, again, the top offensive player, not a quarterback in the portal, and Eric Singleton. Like, why is Auburn able to still do this? This is what we were saying about Auburn during the Brian Harsin era. Not trying to have Brian Harsin catch strays on this show, but, like, it is what it is, man. Like, the Auburn brand and the powers that be around Auburn and within Auburn, when there is alignment within the staff as well and the administration and the resources, Auburn can be a force to be reckoned with. Like, I mean, you hear so much about, like, NIL rumblings around, what players are going to be, afforded should they enter the portal and what they could earn. Like, Eric Singleton, if we're putting two and two together here, was not a low price point. So you have that paired with the trajectory, I believe, of what Hugh Freeze is pitching. That still seems to have some juice to it. Like, there is still belief internally. There's still belief when it comes to trying to recruit top talent. Auburn is still, I think, very much so in the ballgame when it comes to acquiring talent. Now, with great roster talent comes great responsibility. Shout out Uncle Ben. With great responsibility comes no room for excuses. So it's imperative now with landing Eric Singleton and having what you need from a playmaker perspective, you got to have the quarterback position right. Have to believe in some respect that's why Hugh Freeze went out and got not one, but two portal quarterbacks. So if they can be on their P's and Q's, just run the system and not turn the football over, get it to dudes like Eric Singleton in space, again, good things will happen, and Auburn can do some real damage. So very excited to see what this roster looks like after they get through spring football and after they do another round of portal acquisitions. Not that there's like a ton of work to be done, but just like, again, knowing Hugh Freeze, seeing an acquisition like this and seeing what they're going to do the rest of the way here, I think Auburn will continue to be a player and continue to push the envelope on the talent acquisition side. There's a lot there. If you're an Auburn fan, I'd be juiced. Landing the top receiver in the portal, never a bad thing. Make sure you're locked in here. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this ad for Hugh Freeze and this offense. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.